Good morning, everyone. Today is Happy Friday, December the 4th, 2020. Let's cover yesterday recap, something about things to know before the bell, and what the prediction of today of the market, and so on. U.S. stocks closed mixed on Thursday, and Nasdaq closed at all times highs, while the S&P 500 lost its ground and slipped at the final hour. The initial jobless claim number was 712,000 for the week that ends Saturday. Oil's gained to WTI crude for 45.81 as OPEC agreed to reverse the production costs gradually. Bowling stock once again led Dow higher which is Dow Industrial Average, higher as more orders of 737 MAX jet were in place, and airlines announced that they would start flying those at the end of this month. Tesla also gained ground after being upgraded by Goldman Sachs. The $908 billion stimulus bill is still in work in progress, and the market has a hope that Republican Senator McCormick may agree to the deal. Again, this is critical to people. U.S. futures are up despite a disappointing U.S. job report. U.S. non-farm payroll number come in as 245,000 versus 469,000, and previous number was 610,000. Hiring slows as virus cases soar, according to IBD investor report. Dow index at pre-market up about 118 points, and Nasdaq up about 34 points, while S&P up 3.4%. There should be older. Ultra Beauty beats the EPS earning per share, but missed the top line sales number, and the stock dropped 5% yesterday after our trade. Oil now nears $50 after OPEC agrees to raise supply in January. Producers agree to cautiously raise output by 500,000 barrels per day, well below the expected 2 million barrels per day. Stimulus compromise backed by top Democrat scrapped 1,200 direct payments, so we may not see the money anymore to pay the check this time for Americans, but at least the unemployment benefit will get extension, and some stay in local subsidiary, and the vaccine and the frontline healthcare also get subsidized. I think that's also part of the deal. And I'm pretty sure very important that a lot of people, by no fault of nobody, still looking for jobs actively and have been trying very hard, really would needed the money to survive. And most of the Americans, let's talk about average, which means rich and poor mixed together. In the old time, they never accounted something like that. So the advisor, financial planner, asked them to have 3 months worth of income to support, but I always say 6 months to a year. So right now, especially people who lost their job, some people can. I knew somebody started from the beginning of January or March timeline. That means already 9 months, right? So with the extended benefits and so on, you kind of rescue them a bit and have them to, at least some subsidiaries. But a lot of people went out. I read a story before, an old woman, 55 years old. She only have $25 in the bank account and really already default a month worth of rent. You really had a lot of trouble. So I mean, a lot of real story that you can read, about the U.S. hardship right now, facing because of the coronavirus, cases and issues. But apparently, I mean, there's also a light of a tunnel that the vaccine is coming and will be available at least, the earliest of December 11th for the frontline and healthcare people, and then it will be eventually available to Americans. The exact detail we don't know because obviously Pfizer and Novartis agreed to sell some vaccine to Europe. Also because European also facing a lot of grief about the pandemic, and also bear in mind that these companies are meant to make money, so they got to sell their doses to other people to make profit, right? That's why their stock going up. Otherwise, I'm not sure why the stock going up. U.S. construction purchasing managing index PMI at 54.7 for actual versus estimate of 52, and also better in the previous report of 53. Crude stock surge after Bank of America lift price target. U.S. mortgage rates dipped to their 14th record low of 2020, near zero. On the data docket, U.S. trade balance, non-farm payroll, we just covered, which is only 245,000 jobs, which is quite disappointing compared to 400,000 estimated. And the Baker Hughes U.S. oil rig kind of deal. Stocks are, well, this is really coming from Morgan Stanley. Stocks are overbought and investors underestimate the risk of correction, says Morgan Stanley investment chief. This is a third warning sign I have noticed from the strategists and fund managers. Well, there was one before, the guy that actually bought the put, right? And when upset when the index were record high on 30, hitting 30,000 for Dow. Well, that guy probably sitting in a boat sinking right now. But as a fund manager, if I look at long term, 6 months, a year, who knows? And then the other guy, Lee, well, not Lee, but I forgot the name. He also saying that S&P 500 will drop 7% by end of the year, and this one Wilson would say will drop 12% by end of the year for S&P 500. At the same time, I also have an analyst looking for bullish for from now to end of year 5% above the mark, another 5% raise. And then there was another strategist also saying that the market is so bullish that will also go up by end of year. So you got 3 versus 2, but obviously there's some more people will make a comment on that. And as far as I'm concerned, actually I didn't feel finished with writing the script by one. Investors need to be very careful at this point. I highly recommend that if you look at your stock and you really have a high return, maybe potential higher than 25% or 30%, especially in a very short period of time, if you bought it in, you may consider selling them, right? Because last week I showed you in the month of November, the ETF index, right? It clearly showing the energy had up 30%, real estate have up 7%, utility up 7%, whereas they're up 10% roughly. Even high tech was up 17%. So it gives you a flat that while the market was so bullish at this time, it probably a good opportunity to take some gain, even though you have to pay tax for it, obviously, because you make money. But my strategy, as myself financial planner would tell you that, well, I don't mind paying tax as long as I make money, right? So this is a good sign. When you pay tax, actually consider as a positive thing because you are making money. Well, although some people get a tax cut or for whatever reason only pay $760 a year. So again, I hope you enjoyed the video and my insights are helpful. I'm actually putting 5 stocks together and we'll be also creating another video later today. Thank you for your support. If you like it, please give it a like and support, comments, and subscribe if you have not done so. Have a nice and wonderful weekend and have a great day.